live from the gym working out. So, I got a text saying that this came from Canelo Promotion, saying that they're putting out reports that this fight did 1.1 million pay-per-view buys. So I texted a couple of people, and they responded immediately saying that these numbers are fraudulent and saying that they're capped, and said that this fight didn't do nowhere near 1.1 million pay-per-views. They're saying that it's more along the lines between 3 and maybe best case scenario around 500,000, which I believe. Me myself, I don't even believe it did 500,000. I believe this fight probably did around, to me, maybe 450, which would still be disappointing by Canelo standards. But like I said before, I just found it laughable. And like I said, I know people gonna get mad and call me a hater and all this stuff, and a racist, and say I'm jealous, and which, like I said before, jealous of what? This is what I do, you guys. And this is just real. This is just what I do. I have no horse in the race. I have no reason to, have vitriol towards somebody. I don't even know Canelo. I'm just saying, I don't know the dude. I've never even talked to the dude before. So for people to sit up there and already know what they're gonna do, and then of course you're gonna have what you call these instigators, these YouTube instigators that'll try to say, oh, people are attacking Canelo and hating on him because they're gonna say black channels. And these are gonna be these are gonna be other black content creators that want views from other people that don't look like them, because it's a lot of brown nosing on here, and I think this is the reason why a lot of people don't like me, because I tell the truth, and I don't sit up here constantly attack black people just so I can get views like some people do on here. One thing about me, my channel ain't fixated on always talking about somebody else and talking about what somebody else does. Because when you constantly got to talk about somebody else, that means that you are clout chasing, and that means you are clinging on to them. I don't have to cling on to nobody. I created my own buzz. But yeah, I don't believe for a second that this fight did anywhere close to a million pay-per-views. Because like I said before, there was no buzz for this fight whatsoever. There was no buzz. Like I said, I work around Mexicans. They was like, I don't want to see this fight. They was like, who? They were saying the same thing. Who asked for this fight? Who wanted to see this fight? Nobody asked for this fight. So like I say, now all of a sudden, Jamel Charlo, a dude, like I said, once again, who couldn't even get 3,000 people to come see him fight, who basically his ticket sales were so bad, his trajectory of ticket sales was so bad that he moved out of his hometown of Houston to Los Angeles, and then basically Carson, California, in a tennis stadium at capacity that holds 8,000 people, and he couldn't even sell half of the joint out. And then basically it's an issue of how many tickets they sold for this fight, where they said sections of the upper deck were closed off, and then they were upgrading people when they comped a lot of tickets. So now you mean to tell me that people paid 1 million people, 1.1 million people bought this fight? So that's hilarious. That's hilarious, man. So, I mean, like I said, man, I just don't believe it for a second, and I'm just keeping it a buck. If I thought it did a million, I'll say it did a million. It ain't like I'm gonna get angry or upset one way or another, but then I just know when people are putting out questionable news. And like I said, since when do Canelo put out his own pay-per-view numbers? Usually you have a team that do stuff like that. So now, like I said, all of a sudden, this particular fight, with one of the most unpopular guys in boxing, he could sell, along with Canelo, 1.1 million pay-per-views. I think Canelo know what the numbers is, and I think that Canelo basically had to put this out to make it look like he's a draw before somebody, and then for them to put these numbers out this early, says a lot. Keep in mind, I've been doing this for a minute. I know how this works. So I don't believe those numbers. I'm just keeping it a buck. And like I said, I don't have nothing against Canelo, but I just don't believe that this fight did 1.1 million pay-per-views. I mean, just explain that to me. How? How? Please explain that to me. Like, please explain that to me, how this fight did that many pay-per-views. I just need somebody to tell me that. I just find it laughable. And like I said, man, I'm not hating. I'm just keeping it a buck. I just thought that was just funny. Because all of a sudden, they put these numbers out early in the morning. So I just wanted everybody to see this. And like I said, I just wanted to get, my streams out early. I'm just saying, I don't believe it. And that's my right. And for you Canelo fan, it has nothing to do with Canelo. Like I said, I don't know Canelo. I don't know him one bit. Ain't never met him before in my life. I mean, it's the same as when we were reporting Devin Haney's number. Y'all didn't have no problem with when people was disputing what Devin Haney did versus Lomachenko. So I can't dispute what Canelo supposed to did against Charlo. And keep in mind, Charlo is black. And that's for you so-called super pro-black dudes. So I'm just saying. Like I said, so Canelo sold 1.1 million pay-per-view for a fight that nobody cared about. A dude that nobody asked him to fight. Okay. I mean, for real, keep the cap coming. A dude who can't, like I said, sell no tickets, but all of a sudden this fight did this many pay-per-views. Oh man, y'all gotta stop it, man. Y'all gotta stop it. Y'all gotta stop it. I don't have no horse in the race, and like I said, what is there for me to get out of attacking Canelo by saying I don't believe the fight did that many pay-per-views? Oh, you got something against Canelo, man. You hate Canelo. And like I said, there's gonna be people that's gonna listen to this, and some of these channels that's trying to gain some steam on the content creator streets. Some dudes that's gonna come up with a narrative and stuff and say, and like I said, I've been doing this for a while. They're gonna say black channels are hating on Canelo's drawing power. Well, what drawing power? I'm just keeping it a buck. What drawing power? What drawing power when this particular fight didn't sell well? But y'all want me to believe that it did 1.1 million pay-per-views. Tank versus Ryan Garcia was standing room only. The fight literally sold out. The fight literally sold out. It was a lot of buzz surrounding the fight. And I understand why it did. Now, at first I was like, okay, they might be exaggerating a little bit. But they said the numbers was pretty much as legit as you can get. But this fight right here, I don't think so. Nice try though, but I don't believe it. Anyway, about to About to get back to working out. I'll be back with more later on. This your boy Town. I'm out.